Okay, so this is the first time that I'll be doing this, and this could also be the last. Because most people know that I love to write, pero what you don't know is that I've always wanted to try doing video vlogs as well. Pero hindi yung typical vlogs that we know nowadays. I prefer the diary type, or alam niyo yung tipong sa mga movies, di ba? Just when you're in space and they're stuck there and there's nobody left and they just record everything that happened to their day because there's nobody to talk to, and they hope that someone will see it in the future. That's what I've always wanted to try. And hindi ko lang siya ginagawa because I feel uncomfortable speaking than writing. Because I feel like I write better than I speak. Or I don't know. Yeah, so I've decided to try something new. Total, wala namang mawawala. Kundi yung konting kahihiyan ko lang. Yeah, so today I'll be talking about few things that you need to know if you plan to dye your hair, because I've been getting questions or inquiries about my hair, and right now it's color purple na medyo grayish na siya, but it's actually blue. Okay, so magkukwento lang din naman ako at the same time while giving tips about hair color. So I started dyeing my hair when I was 22, and I remember I just started working back then. And even though I wasn't really done with school, kasi nag-extend ako ng 1 sem to finish my thesis and nag-work na rin ako at the same time, I thought that maybe it's about time to do some experiment with my hair. And in fact, I wrote about it yung first time kong nag-try na mag-color ng hair ko back in 2012 sa vlog. Okay, so my first ever hair color experience was already a DIY using Etude House's bubble hair dye in original brown. Actually, I think meron pa rin nun until now. But back then, because I used to have a really short hair and I used the entire product, it turned out looking more of an orange instead of just brown. But since then, I will always use the same hair dye to touch up my roots whenever I feel like I already need one. So the good thing about bubble hair dyes is that it is so easy to use, and it's just like you're shampooing your hair, and it's super hassle-free and it's very affordable. So anyway, that's how this whole hair color thing started for me. And when I finally graduated and I started earning a decent amount of money, I tried to have my hair color done in salons. But I will always end up being disappointed because the color will not turn out the way how I wanted it to look like, or at least imagine it to be. Well, medyo mga nasa ash brown lang naman yung shades na bet ko dati, pero sobrang hassle kasi it looks super simple and yet hindi nila makuha yan. So out of frustration that I spent money trying to get simple colors, I did my own research about hair and colors. And I think I have exhausted every reference I can find online when it comes to that topic. From beauty and fashion websites or articles to random blogs, YouTube videos, reviews, and I could say almost everything, if that is possible. I pretty much learned a significant amount of knowledge that I was eventually able to put into practice in the last couple of years that I was DIYing my own hair color. And I think I even wrote about the first time I tried bleaching my hair back in 2016. Well, it's my 7th year of experimenting with my hair, although I seem to have stepped back a bit lately, because after going full blonde and maintaining it for about 3 years, medyo nakakatamad na mag-retouch ng roots. And I sometimes get quite a number of messages about my hair, asking questions, which I love responding to, by the way. So now I'm thinking, why not compile the most common questions I always get, share my answers, and maybe give some tips as well. So I'll try to cover the basics as much as possible, and I kind of wish I had this reference when I was starting my own DIY hair color journey. Okay, so question number 1. How do you keep your hair healthy even if you always bleach and color your hair? So this is the most common question people ask me, especially during the time when I was maintaining my full blonde hair. And I will always say, hair treatment works wonders, even the DIY ones. Pero you need to remember that for it to look and feel healthy, it begins before, during, and after the whole hair color process. I usually get a lot of compliments with my hair because people say that it doesn't look so dry or damaged even after the numerous bleaching sessions. Well, I've learned the hard way, and that's what I'm gonna share to you. Okay, so before you bleach your hair or before you start your hair color, make sure you prepare your hair weeks before the actual bleaching procedure. And I know there are many hair masks or oil or whatever you can use to make sure that it is well nourished and ready for the stress that your hair will be facing during the whole hair color process. And I have personally tried using coconut oil and mayonnaise. Aside from the available hair treatments that I usually buy in beauty stores, yung coconut oil, medyo okay pa. Well, medyo hassle lang kasi sometimes I keep it on my head overnight. But compared to mayonnaise, which I don't think I will ever try again kasi kadiri siya. Well, every product has its pros and cons, and so you should just find out what works best for you, and depende sa preference nyo. Okay, so during, probably the number one reason why the hair gets super dry and damaged is because of the bleach. That's why I don't bleach my hair like full on, but instead I use slow dosages of it, which only means that I need to have several bleaching sessions. Actually, nakakalendar sa akin yung pag-bleach ko. Yeah, so for me, doing it every 2 weeks is good enough to keep it from being damaged. Medyo matagal nga lang kasi, diba? I mean, hahaba yung process. Pero, I could say that it was all worth it. And also, patience is the key. But, I think, last year was the only time when I tried doing it every other day. Because I was preparing for our wedding, and back then, yung hair ko, super half na yung black. And then, I decided to go full blonde pa rin on my wedding day. So, kailangan kong habulin yung blonde. So, I did it every other day, and I'm so thankful na kinaya ng hair ko. But please, if you know that your hair is already dry and damaged, please don't bleach your hair because it could result to breaking if you don't want that. So after, washing your hair every day can cause dryness. Hindi lang siya pag sa may mga color yung hair, but for everybody. And I know it sounds weird at first when I tell people that I don't wash my hair every day. Kasi diba parang paano? Diba? Well, una naman kasi, hindi ako super pawisin, so okay lang. And besides, hindi rin naman ako palaging lumalabas ng bahay. So, yeah, and aside from that, we also have dry shampoo nowadays. So, parang hindi na imposible yung hindi ka magbasa ng hair mo, di ba? So, here's my routine with my hair. So, sa first day, I syempre, babasahin ko yung hair ko, mag-shampoo ako and conditioner. And then sa second day, I will not wash my hair at all. And then sa third day, I will just use dry shampoo. Okay, tapos nun, ulit na ulit yung process. But back when I don't use dry shampoo, kasi hindi ko pa siya nadi-discover or wala akong nakikitang mura na mabibili. Diba? I still wash my hair on day 3, but I just use conditioner. Hindi na ako nag-shampoo. Diba? Kasi super helpful din ito to maintain the color. And also, here's another tip. Anti-dandruff shampoos can remove hair color faster based on my research before. So, yeah, maybe you should use a proper shampoo for colored hair. Question number 2. Do I really need to bleach my hair? Well, if you want to really achieve the color that you're going for, the answer is yes. But I understand that it may sound scary at first kasi what if, di ba, masira yung hair mo or yun nga, lahat ng concerns mo na what if. Pero, alam niyo sabi nila na no pain, no gain. So, if you're really cautious about having your hair bleached, then wag mo siyang gawin ng isang baksakan. You can do it in several bleaching sessions using low dosages of the bleach developer. Na yun yung actually ginagawa ko with my hair so that hindi siya nagiging super dry. Although medyo matagal nga lang bago ko ma-achieve yung color na gusto ko. But then, you know, it's all worth it. And I also realized na kaya pala hindi na-achieve yung hair color na gusto ko sa mga salon before was because hindi naman talaga binibleach yung hair ko. So, in short, sayang lang yung pakulay. Question number 3. How light does my hair need to be so I can achieve the color that I want? Okay, so it took me a lot of experiments with my hair to finally understand how this works. You know, when you bleach your hair, you actually strip off the natural pigment of it. Yes. Yes, actually, may levels ng bleached hair. You can research about it, or maybe I can put it like a photo so you can understand. But to simplify, it goes from black to orange to yellow until umabot ka na ng white or kahit almost white lang. And many hair dyes include an instruction saying what level of bleached hair you need to have so you can achieve the real color of the product. So, you know, para makuha mo yung talagang gusto mong color, huwag kang makulit kung wala pa sa yellow or white tone yung hair mo. And in the past years, I've tried several colors and this is what I realized. Una, red, it can be achieved kahit orange pa yung tone ng hair mo. Okay? For ash brown, I think workable siya with a yellow tone hair base. Okay. So for green, make sure it is between yellow to white tone. For blonde, best talaga yung almost white or white na talaga yung hair mo to begin with. And then for blue, same with green, between yellow to white tone. So question number 4, how do you maintain the color? So aside from not washing your hair every day, using purple shampoo at least once a week could help you retain the color of your hair. So it actually cancels out the yellow tones, which is normal to occur when the color starts to fade. Actually, ang daming kaartehan once na mag-start ka na mag-color ng hair mo because you need to make sure na you're using the right products for your hair and all that. So medyo magastos din. So investment talaga when you start dyeing your hair, and especially if you do it like on a regular basis. Okay. So question number 5, where do you buy your hair products? I actually don't have like a definite store where I buy the products I use. But for hair dyes, I usually buy drugstore products, or minsan kapag may pumupunta ng ibang bansa, nagpapabili ako ng pasalubong na pangkulay. And marami pa ako dito actually. So, I also do online shopping like Lazada or sa mga stores sa Instagram. Marami yun. But for the bleach, I just buy from Hortaleza because it's cheaper and it works fine for me naman. Also, ang saya kasi mamili minsan sa Hortaleza kasi ang dami mong mabibili. I mean, hindi lang pang hair color, meron din silang beauty products, diba, na sobrang mura. Okay. So, minsan, kung saan lang talaga ako makita ng mura, tapos gusto ko i-try, ayun, binibili ko siya. When I had my hair dyed in color green, I didn't use any hair product or hair dye for it. I just used food coloring. Yeah, actually nabasa ko yan before, and naisip ko, try ko, wala nang mawawala. Diba? Kasi it's safe naman for the hair kasi sa pagkain pwede nga, diba? So, yeah, maybe I should try again using using food coloring in the future. Maybe. We don't know. Ayan. So, question number 6. I just had my hair colored and it's already damaged and dry. What do I do? Okay, so most people who send me a message are those who are already dealing with a damaged and dry hair. And isa lang naman yung lagi kong nire-recommend. Sinasabi ko sa kanila that you go to HBC, not Hortaleza. Before, confused ako dun sa dalawa. HBC is actually Home of Beauty and Color. And buy the keratin treatment. Yung nasa red tub na para mga ganyan siya kalaki. And I think yung price niya is around 500 pesos. But it's super effective and tumatagal siya. Actually, palaging out of stock yung product na yun. Kaya, medyo matagal ko na rin siya hindi nagagamit. But, super effective niya. Yung pagiging dry ng hair mo, mawawala, hair fall, or anything. Aside from that, make sure you stay away from using flat or curling irons or even blow drying your hair because it will just make your hair dry even more. So, you should be diligent in applying hair treatments or hair oils so you could restore the moisture in your hair. Diba? Kung yung skin nga natin, it needs moisturizer. Dapat ganun din sa hair natin. Okay. So, question number 7. What advice can you give me if I plan to have my hair colored soon? Okay. So, I always say na ang puhunan talaga sa pag-DIY ng hair color would be sipag at lakas ng loob. So, isama mo na rin yung patience. Because when I started to dye my own hair, ang lagi kong iniisip nun was whatever happens, tutubo rin naman yung buhok ko. So, magkamali man, di ba? Anything. But unless you're not, comfortable in exploring different kinds of hairstyles. So, pero ako kasi, okay lang sa akin kung short hair, long hair, anything. Ngayon, medyo gusto kong magpa-long hair. Kasi, wala lang. Trip ko lang. But, for starters, if you're going to DIY color your hair for the first time, you can try using bubble hair dyes because I believe it has a little bleach that goes with it, pero hindi damaging. And then once you're comfortable with it, you can try using real bleach for your hair. Tapos, ayun, mag-trial and error ka na. Yeah, but if you have money and you're not sure if you can do it yourself, then sa salon ka na lang pumunta. Okay, so if given the choice, I would like to retain my full blonde hair forever. Pero syempre, hindi pwede. Actually, ngayon, inuubos ko na lang yung mga natitirang hair dyes ko dito. Since half of my hair, actually, andito, is still blonde. And I don't know if I'll be going for full head colors in the future. Depende siguro kung sisipagin ako. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is it. These are just few questions na palagi kong sinasagot, when people come to me and ask me for tips about DIY color or anything. So, I think that's it. If this helped you, give you the courage to try DIYing your hair color soon, then good job. But if not, and if you still have more questions that you think I could answer, then let me know and I'll be happy to help you. Yeah, so thank you for watching.